Alright, so who doesn't need a 5-minute look? Today I'm going to go over just that using a few key products. Glorious Face and Eye Primer. It's going to help everything last all day so that your 5-minute look doesn't wash off in 5 minutes. Not that our products really do, but still, when you're rushing, there is likelihood that, you're not, getting enough on there. And then I'm going to use our powder foundation. Blush always makes you look a little alive. Little quick lip gloss that you can reapply throughout the day as well. Splurge cream shadow. I think this is one of the easiest eyeshadows to put on. No tools necessary. I just use my ring finger. And then, of course, mascara. If you're running late, maybe just do the gel, not the gel fibers gel. So that is definitely an option as well. And then I use our shadow palette to do my eyebrows and to use it as a liner again, so I'm not like trying to sharpen the pencil and get that out. Again, this is a quick 5-minute look. I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. So I'm going to start with our Glorious Face and Eye Primer. This is going to help. I'm going to use a pea size. This is going to help my makeup last all day. I know I'm trying to do a quick 5-minute look, but I still want it to last all day. I don't want it to look like I did it in 5 minutes and it came off in 5 minutes. So just rub that through very quickly, and then you want to let that dry for a minute before you put anything else on your face. So since I'm doing a 5-minute quick video, I'm going to go ahead and get started with my brows while I wait for the primer to dry. So I'm going to be using our shadow palette number 1 in the color Chipper for my brows, and I'm also going to be using Zealous as my liner, again, to save on time, and just have a few products out. So I'm using our shadow and angle brush to do the eyebrows and the eyeliner. Normally, if I were not in a rush, I would be using something that really defines and shapes a little bit more, like our brow gel and our brow liner, which I absolutely love. But this color Chipper from Shadow Palette number 1 is perfect when I'm in a rush. And those of you that have a little bit deeper skin tone, you could probably skip this step because you probably have a little darker eyebrows. But for me, I think it's pretty important. It has a pretty big impact for me to either do or not do my eyebrows. Next, I'm going to move on to our powder, using our powder puff brush. And again, I let that primer dry just for a minute, and then I'll be applying our powder all over. Our powder does come with a sponge, which is great, but if you're going to use a sponge like that, you want to make sure that you buy replacement sponges, which you can just get from like Walgreens or any type of store like that in the package. Because if you continue to use the sponge over and over and over, you're going to build up bacteria and you're going to start breaking out. So that's why I use a brush, because I can always wash that with a little soap and water. Baby shampoo, I use hand soap, and then I know there are brush cleaners out there as well. So that's our powder, very quick. And then a must for me also, which a lot of people skip out on, is blush. Like I know, I used to think when I was in high school, like, I don't want to wear blush, my cheeks are already red, why would I want to do that? But it's totally different when you sorry, I'm trying to get out of the shadow of my camera. It's totally different when you start with a nice clean slate by putting a powder and then you purposefully add color to your face. It's just going to make you look a little bit more alive and awake and give dimension to your face without having to do a whole like highlight and contour to get that dimension, because again, we're in a rush and we only have 5 minutes to get this done. So as you can see, that already like brought me to life like crazy. Again, lips, so simple. Like if I could just leave with a few things, it'd be mascara, blush, and lips. Because again, it's a very natural look, but very like alive and I don't know, you just look fresh, refreshed with a little lip color, little eye color. So, like I said, I'm gonna use Shadow Palette number 1 in the color, I'm gonna use Forthright instead of Zealous actually. Forthright's a little more matte. Zealous has a little shimmer. But you could totally use a regular eyeliner. Like I said, I'm just trying to cut back on time, only use like what I have, since I needed to use. So I definitely wanted my eyebrows done. I decided to go with Shadow Palette 1 so I could use that as a liner as well. And I'm using the angled edge of that same brush. See, liner, done. And then very quick eyeshadow application is using our cream shadow. This is the color Tenacious. This is my absolute favorite color. You would never like know it looking at that. You'd be like, ooh, I don't know about that color. But I just use my ring finger in there. We do have a cream shadow brush as well, but like I said, sometimes it's just easier with the ring finger, a little quicker. Especially if you're just wanting like one very quick color, and we have numerous colors that are perfect for every day. Blend out like that. Again, getting my ring finger in there, working it around. And these do not crease as well, which is awesome. I absolutely love it. You just want to make sure that your primer is dry and your moisturizer is dry. And then blend that out with the index finger. I apply with my ring finger because that tends to have the least amount of pressure, because your eyes are very delicate, so you don't want to be pulling and pressing too much. And then I just slightly blend out again with the index finger. And you want to check for balance as well. Wipe that off. And then we're gonna finish it up with some mascara. And this is our 3D Fiber Lash Mascara, which normally I would do gel fibers gel to really get like a full impact. But today, I'm just going to be doing just the gel, which is just gonna be like applying just regular mascara. Which I do sometimes, like I said, when I'm in a rush. Let's see, this video is currently at 6 minutes and 31 seconds, but I've also been talking to you and showing you items. So normally it would literally take me 5 minutes. But there you have it, finished 5-minute look. All right, enjoy.